My dear students, now we are going to start the new chapter. This about measuring the density, and here we are going to find how you can find the density of object. It depends the size of the object, mean the shape of the object. First of all, if we are talking about density, what is the density? Density means mass over volume. If you know the mass of the object, you will divide by its volume, it equal to density. Units for density, there are different units are used for the density depending on the unit of the mass and unit of the volume. If the mass is given in grams and volume is given in cubic centimeter or centimeter cube, so the unit will be gram per centimeter cube. If the mass is given in kilograms, then the volume is given in cubic meter, the unit will be kilogram per cubic meter. If you talk about the density letter which is used to represent, that is rho. It is a Greek letter and it is used as a symbol for density, but sometime in the books you'll find instead of rho you'll find this letter. For example, here I will write for you this D for density. Sometime you will find this letter, Greek letter rho, for density. So it's the same thing. So, but most important thing, you should know the formula. And what is that formula? Density equal to mass over volume. Now, here is the table. In this table, you will find different formulas. Means the same formula they change into different shape. For example, if the mass, if you are going to find the density, so you'll use formula mass over volume. If volume you have to find and mass is given and density is given, you'll use this formula. It's the same thing, but I wrote in a different form. For example, for density, mass divided by volume. For mass, volume divided by density. And for volume, mass divided by density. So this is the whole, you can say, the formulas you are going to use whenever you are going to find the density or volume or mass. Now let's move to the work example. It will make the things more clear for you. For example, here they're saying that what's the density of material if the volume, now this is a volume. How you will know this is a volume? Because you will see the unit. If the unit is cubic centimeter or centimeter cube or meter cube or millimeter cube, it means it's volume. Once again, if you will find the unit in cubes, mean the cubic centimeter, cubic millimeter, or cubic millimeter, cubic meter, whatever, so this is the volume. And now other one is 200 grams. What does it mean? This is mass. How do you know? Because there's a unit is grams. Once again, if you want to find the density, you need two quantities. One is mass, other is volume. For the given values, how you will know that which one is mass? See the units. If the unit is grams, it means it is mass. If the unit is centimeter cube or meter cube, so it means it is volume. So you'll use the formula which is here, and as we know that what is the mass here? 200 grams. How do you know? Because it is written here. I'm highlighting for you to make the things more easier. And volume is 450 centimeter cube. How do we know this thing? Because it is already mentioned in the question. And now by using this formula, we will use the formula here. We'll put the values, and if you use calculator to solve this question, you'll find this is the answer. And what is the unit? Unit is gram over gram per centimeter cube. Why? Because mass is given in grams, as you can see here, and volume is given in centimeter cube. You can see here. What is the answer now? The density of the material is 0.44 grams per cubic centimeter. Got it? I hope you understood this thing. Now let's move the practically. If you are going to measure the density of different type of solids, so how you're going to find that one? As you know that to find the density of the object, you need two things. Number one, volume, and other is mass. Now regarding the volume, if you have an irregular object, means the shape is irregular, like you have a piece of a stone, like you have the material piece of a rock or any material which doesn't have a fixed length, you can say width or height, so in that case you cannot use a simple ruler to find its volume. For that, what you will do, you will take a measuring cylinder, and this measuring cylinder, what you will do, you will take some amount of water. For example, here it's about 200 centimeter cube, and when you are going to add the irregular material, for example here the piece of a small stone, so there will be increase in the water level, there will be increase in water level. Why? Because you added the some object. Now before it was 200, now it is about 275 something. So how much it increase? So you have to 275 minus 275, that increase equal to the volume of this object. In simple words, again, the level of the water in the measuring cylinder increase after adding the stone, that will be its volume. But sometime you have a bigger object, the object which can't be fit in measuring cylinder. So in that case, what you are going to do, you will take a quite bigger container. In that container you will fill the water, and if you can see, there is a small slip way, the water can slip from here and come to this another measuring cylinder. Now first of all, fill it with water and stop filling when it is completely at this level and water start to dripping out. Let the water drip out down and just wait for some time. When water stop dripping out, you will take another measuring cylinder, and then you are putting the measuring cylinder under this place. Then slightly gently drop that object which is quite bigger, can't be fitted in this measuring cylinder, so you are going to find it here. When you add that objects, water level will rise and some of the water will flow to the beaker or measuring cylinder. So just wait for some time. When all the water will drop from that bigger container to the small measuring cylinder, so then when it is stop dripping, then find the volume of the water which came on this side in the beaker or measuring cylinder. Whatever the volume, let's say you're getting 30-40 cubic centimeter, whatever, that will be the volume of this rock or this irregular object. This is the simple way to find the volume of object which has irregular shape and it has different sizes. Now you got the volume. Other thing, the mass is quite simple. You can put on the top and balance whatever the shape of the object, and it will give you the mass of this one. Once again, one precaution you have to use when you are doing this experiment, what is that? When you are taking the reading from the measuring cylinder, your eye level should be parallel to the measuring cylinder or the level of the water. You can see here, your eye level is exactly on the same position where the level of water or the liquid, and same here. If you are taking it from other side, for example from here, you can see my mouse, if you're going to measure from here or you can see from here, so there will be a chances of error. Okay, so by this way, finding the mass of the irregular object by using this top and balance, and find the volume of the irregular object by using the measuring cylinder, you can find the density of the object. Now if you have a regular shape object means it has fixed length, fixed height and fixed width. So simply just multiply all the sides and get the volume, and then mass, again you can find it with the help of top and balance, and use the formula mass divided volume, you can get the density. So this is the topic regarding find the density of the objects. Now we divided the objects in two categories. Number one, the object with irregular shape, for example you can see here, and then the other one, object with regular shape, and the formula how to find the density. Now there are some questions like multiple choice question you have to solve when in order to make the understanding better. Now you can say these are almost 4 or 5 questions. Yes, almost 8 questions. You are going to answer all these questions so that you can solve these questions and you can send me all the answer as a homework. So I'm just slowly moving the slides so you can understand better. For example, question number 1 is given here. What is the equation for the density? You have to choose one of them. Now move to the second question. So when you are seeing this video, you can pause the video and after that you can write these questions and then you can answer them easily. Got it? So this is the complete question. For example, question number 2 and question number 3 are here. You can pause the video. Okay, after that you can solve the questions, find your answer, then move to the next page. And now this question number 4 is coming here. So if I'll just slightly move it down, it will come to the next page. Now let's see here. Now question number 4 and question number 5 are here, so you can easily pause your screen and solve them. And the same thing goes to question number 6 and question number 7. You just slightly stop the screen for some time and then you can answer these questions. And finally question number 8 here. So I hope you understood this density part and you will answer all these questions. And please send this homework as a WhatsApp image or you can send your class teacher. I can get from him. Thank you very much.